Hey, how's it going, Math 3? I think it's about time to have a video to go over the Apple Valley High School Match My Parabola Desmos activity. I did want to start here though, because this is going to be the vertex form that you're going to be using to complete this activity, which means that there's going to be a number in front of the x that moves it narrower or wider. It'll go wider if it's a decimal less than one. And then, of course, it'll be negative. It'll be going down. And then the h is in the parentheses, so that will move it left and right. And the k is going to move it up or down. All right, so let's take that and look at this. So what I'm looking at is to make sure that the parabola is going to go through 3 points. You got the vertex right here at 0, 0, and you got the points to the left and to the right. So yes, you will put y equals, and it does give you a hint, y equals x squared, and when you put that in, it will give you exactly what you want, the parabola that goes through the 3 points. Now, I was looking through this just before I started recording, and I saw a couple of things. Like this one was pretty cool, y equals x to the sixth. Now, that one did go through the 3 points. Um, so it did, it would count as, a pretty clever way of getting these 2 points and 3 points to cross. But this is asking for a parabola, whereas this x to the sixth is technically a sixth degree polynomial. But yeah, that was pretty clever. I enjoy looking at noticing that. One another thing I did notice was a student put, and these are all fake names by the way, but this student put y plus x squared and may have been frustrated because they didn't see what they wanted to see. So if you change this y plus to y equals x squared, it'll actually give you the parabola. So just a shout out to that student. And I'm not going to say who it is because it's all, anonymous. Let me see. There was another really clever one. This one I enjoyed seeing because I noticed that this one is really a ninja one, like right here in front of this is a one. And also the plus zero means it's not shifting right or left. But if they wanted to shift it right or left, they can, because they just got to change this to plus one if they wanted to shift to the left one, or minus one if they wanted to shift it to the right one. But yeah, that's cool. I liked seeing this. Because there's a lot of ninja ones here. There's a ninja one here. And then there's nothing being added here, so that's a zero, and nothing being added or subtracted with the x, which is zero. Okay, what else? I don't want to make this video last too long, so I'm going to just go over a couple, and then I might have to stop. So let's see. Okay, so this next one is challenge number 2. You're gonna plot 5 parabolas, one through each set of colored points, and so these are really cool to look at. Just look at all these. Um, so just looking at all of them, I can see that, yeah, you guys were on the right track. Cool. Now I can look through each of these tables to see if there's any. But I don't want to give you the answers. But I do want to look at some that tried but ended up not getting quite the right one. So let me look at this one. This particular graph, it looks pretty close, but I feel like this might be just a minor modification needed to get them to match. Okay, so this blue one, okay, what I would recommend for this one is this blue one, instead of making it y equals x to the fourth, let's leave it y equals x squared. But once you have that, you need to get this parabola to go up. So you're going to want to do y equals x squared plus something, plus 1, plus 2, and you'll see it start to go up. These ones on the left and to the right, the purple and the green, will need to be written. I don't know if I could type into here. Can I? Let me just go to this one. So what you want to do in this case to move it to the left and to the right is to possibly, instead of these letters, let me put a number. If I make it y equals x minus 3 squared, notice that instead of being at 0, 0, it went 3 to the right. And if I make it y equals, let's say, x plus 5 squared, that's going to move it to the left 5. So if you want to move it to the right or to the left, it's got to be in the parentheses. Whereas if you made it y equals x squared and you subtracted, 7, that would move it 7 down. Notice that it moves it down if it's not in the parenthesis, but if it is in the parenthesis, it's going left or right. But keep in mind the negative and positive, it's kind of switched because the vertex moves 5 to the left when it's positive 5 and 5 to the right if it's negative 3. So that's the tricky one. When it's moving left and right, it's like kind of the opposite sign. Whereas if we did y equals x squared plus 7, that would move it up 7. So yeah, let me see. Okay, so this is the next challenge, and it has to do with y equals x minus 3 squared. So if you put this into Desmos, will it look like this or will it look like this? Would it go to the right or to the left? And so most students put Jenny was correct. And so if we look at the answer key, yes, that is correct. So what does Jenny say? Jenny says that y equals, or Eric thinks y equals x minus 3 squared will match the blue graph, which you would think that because the minus is there, it'll go left at negative 3, but actually it goes to the right. It's the opposite, kind of like what we talked about with this here. Okay, well, I think I'm going to just stop there and just kind of let you guys go through the rest of it. But if you have any questions, just let me know. I had just some general questions, like what are we supposed to do and stuff like that. But just keep in mind, if you're going down like this, then you're going to have to make this number in front a negative. As long as you put a negative in front, it'll actually make it each of these go down. And so yeah, just try it. This isn't meant to last 10 minutes. This activity here, this is meant to last like almost an hour. So yeah, just try it, take a break, come back to it, mess with this thing, Desmos. Um, put parentheses here just in case you want to move it left and right. But yeah, just let me know if you have any questions and I'll make another video. All right, guys, take care.